Benefits of breastfeeding. Why is it so good for mother and child? Does it really help moms lose baby weight? Colostrum, the first milk of a mother, is known as liquid gold because of its immense health benefits to babies. Breastfeeding also promotes weight loss in mothers. New Delhi, breastfeeding is an inbuilt life-saving survival instinct for humans and most of the mammals. Newborn babies need not be taught how to breastfeed. They are equipped with all the necessary reflexes or steps that are needed to get the milk out of the breast after birth. Every year, August 1st-7th is celebrated as World Breastfeeding Week, with this year's theme being Breastfeeding, Foundation for Life. Global Breastfeeding Collective, an initiative of WHO and UNICEF launched with support of over 20 international agencies promoting breastfeeding, recently released a global breastfeeding scorecard which mentions that globally only 42% of the babies born were initiated breastfeeding within first hour of birth, with India also faring similarly. It's heartening to know that, globally, over 20,000 children under the age of 5 years could be saved every year, if all children up to 2 years were optimally breastfed. Read 3 ways to make breastfeeding easier, 5 positions and tips for nursing moms. Breast milk is called as liquid gold and first vaccine to the baby after birth in view of its nutritional and protective value, as well as its immediate availability and easy accessibility to the babies born anywhere in the world, irrespective of the socio-economic status. It is the wholesome food a baby can get from the mother for the first 6 months. Breastfeeding also promotes weight loss in mothers. One study found women with higher breastfeeding scores were more likely to shed their pregnancy weight 6 months after giving birth. On the occasion of World Breastfeeding Week, Dr. Gunda Srinivas, DCH, DNB, Pediatrics, FPEM, Pediatric Strategy-led, MFine, tells us why breastfeeding is a gift for life for both the mother and her child. Below are excerpts from the interview. Why is breastfeeding important for both mother and child? Breastfeeding helps mothers by acting as natural contraceptive, also called lactational amenorrhea method, LAM. It reduces the risk of breast and ovarian cancers, postpartum depression, and lowers the risk of diabetes. For babies, it's a gift of life, for life, and helps in decreasing incidence and severity of common infections in children, such as diarrhea, respiratory infections, and acute otitis media, ear infections. It also prevents dental caries and malocclusion, helps in developing an adequate bonding between mother and baby. Breastfeeding increases IQ in children and also helps prevent development of obesity in adulthood. Read, World Breastfeeding Week, expert reveals why many women find it hard to breastfeed. How can breastfeeding affect child's immunity and growth in later years? The initial breast milk secreted for the first 2 to 3 days is called colostrum, which is very powerful and nutritious for the babies. It's a common practice to discard that which should be discouraged strictly. Colostrum is high in carbohydrates and protein, but low in fat. It contains lactoferrin, an iron-binding glycoprotein, and large number of antibodies called secretory immunoglobulin IgA, that help protect the mucous membranes in the throat, lungs, and intestines of the infant. Living leukocytes, white blood cells. Breast milk also contains beneficial bacteria that helps in colonization and maturity of the baby's gut. For this reason, breast milk can be called a living drink. It's amazing to know that breast milk secreted by each mother is unique to the requirements of her baby. In different situations, like when a baby is born preterm, the mother's breast milk secreted contains more protein and protective antibodies than from a mother who has delivered a baby at term. Breastfeeding is the solution for child's malnutrition, stunting and wasting, which is more common in low-income countries compared to high-income countries. It also prevents development of allergies and obesity in later life. What are the best practices when it comes to breastfeeding that every mother should know about? For successful breastfeeding, the most important thing is to maintain proper positioning of the baby and attachment to the nipple. Adequate nursing help at the time of birth can guide the mother and baby to establish breastfeeding as early as possible. The World Health Organization (WHO) recommends initiation of breastfeeding within 1 hour of birth, either by normal delivery or a cesarean section. Exclusive breastfeeding, which means only breastfeeding and nothing else, not even water, for the first 6 months of life. Introduction of nutritionally adequate and safe complementary, solid foods at 6 months, together with continued breastfeeding up to 2 years of age or beyond. Breastfeeding on demand, which means as and when baby demands it, and it is the best way to time the feeds. This amounts to around 8 to 12 times in 24 hours, with each session lasting around 20 to 30 minutes, after which the baby sleeps well and overall baby voids urine for about 5 to 7 times in a day. Mental stress and anxiety in mothers prevent establishing successful breastfeeding. Hence, the whole family should be supportive to the mother by providing adequate nutrition, rest and encouragement, all of which play a vital role in successful breastfeeding. Happy World Breastfeeding Week. Pop Dust for HelloFresh. Wait, tried HelloFresh? Here's what happened at Pop Dust for HelloFresh. Undo sponsored links, promoted links. You may like Woke Story. Babysitter hears noise upstairs, so dad checks hidden camera. Woke Story. Undo golf trendster. Heartbreaking photos. North Korea doesn't want you to see golf trendster. Undo sponsored links, promoted links. Editorchoice.com. Warships that could be attacking Iran. Editorchoice. Editorchoice.com. Undo sponsored links, promoted links. Recommended for you. Ex-Big Boss contestant Gisele Thakral goes the Mandakini way, dons a wetsuit and raises the temperature. Undo Imran Khan is a homosexual, had relations with a Pakistani actor, PTI worker. Riyam Khan's new shocking claim. Undo Throne, free online game. Get a free PC game right now. Throne, free online game. Undo sponsored links, promoted links.